Pounders, welcome back. Today we got episode 12 or 13. I'm losing track already. 12 or 13 of the big board. Maybe we can sneak into a bigger board, $100 draft if those are ready to be cooked up. We'll see how many we're waiting on, see if we can fill a little higher stakes draft. We'll go over the strategy of 4 and a 12 advance, which is so much fun. This is wild. The boys are out. There's some crazy stuff going on. What's up, guys? Appreciate you guys. You enjoy the content. Go down, slap the like, hit the subscribe button, bell for notifications, all that good stuff. We are going to warm up. We need a little warm up draft. Let's start with a big board. Let's start off with the big board. +7. I think Steph's going to be on tomorrow. We're still working on that. Green bean in the house. Weekend. I mean, that's, some describe this as a pretty good time. However, I have my decaf coffee and I have my little bit of Bailey's in there. We're having a good night ourselves. And we get pick 7. Nice to be in the middle of the board sometimes. Nice to be in the middle of the board. Not because I don't have an option. That's mainly it. But you want to what? Like CeeDee Lamb, sometimes here at 7 or Puka, you're in a very good spot, in my opinion. Lamb, Puka, Collins, whatever your flavor is there. We still have neighbors ahead of BTJ, which I'm surprised this hasn't flipped yet. It's obviously harder for the first rounders to move. But it looks like he's slowly catching up. Now only 0.6 away. This is going to happen. It's going to happen. So when they do flip, I'll probably end up with a little more BTJ. But right now, I've been enjoying neighbors at 11 quite a few times. What's up, guys? Fantasy Football Garage in the house. What's your best year with fantasy football? Winning both at home leagues and then taking down Week 18 Battle Royale for 25K. That was a good year. But, I mean, following year, we ran hot, came in 4th in the Dalmatian. And then this previous year, we came in 2nd in the MMG, which was it's like $5 tournament, right? But it was like 67,000 entrants. And that was for 20 bills. So we've been lucky. It does take some luck, especially in those finals like MMG, and it's like 350 people. The T. Higgins neighbors combo, week 17. T. Higgins neighbors. Thank you. And our man BBOC, a few days before, maybe a week before, donated a card to the pound, which I keep all the donated cards right here. Let me see. See if I can show you. Yeah, right here. These are all the Pounders cards that donate to the show. Donates this sick T. Higgins rookie auto sweet patch, and then he just goes nuclear. But yeah, I'm curious, what are your guys' best wins or best moments in fantasy football? Because I still weigh my at home league up there. It's up there. You take that down, feeling good. You're feeling good. We also do, it's pretty decent. I think buy-in's $250. We do most points, weeks 1 to 14 gets $25 a week. So like if you come in 10th, right? Or you're in 10th place, and I think it's 10 or 12 teams, whatever. But like week 12, you might need someone to lose, and they're playing the last place team. Well, if they can win $25 back, they're going to be incentivized to pick up players. They're going to be incentivized to at least set their lineup, and that's something that has really helped our league, especially just the people that are in like 9th and 10th, 11th and 12th. Second place winner of the Badge Bros Brawl. Let's go. That's a fun contest. I like the Deposit Kingdom one too, the 3 entry max, the $10. Those are fun. The Badge Bros Brawl. This was you're talking about the one that, it's not Battle Royale. It's the one in the summer that was like 6 people, I believe, 6-person 6-person rooms, 1 out of 6 advance. I think we're double tapping here with the receiver. Let's go with AJ Brown. All right, let me get the refresh. Let me get the combination tool up. Puka and Brown, just curious. Okay, so we only have one of those, which is nice. How much? Yeah, so this is going to be interesting. AJ Brown and Hurts. 1 out of 3. Wouldn't mind making that 2 out of 4, to be honest. Okay. If you guys curious what this is, bestballoverlay.com, promo code Pounders, all caps, will get you everything you see on screen. That's in addition to Underdog. Your exposure's up there, how much money you have invested. You can switch what tournament you see those exposures in, and the combination tool, which is just crazy advantage. Winning the FFPC main event back-to-back years was a little cool. That will do it, Nick. That will do it. That is cool for multiple reasons. Sick brag. No, that's clean. That's clean. That is so clean. What's the total amount of entrants? And does it change from year to year with FFPC? What's up, Scoot? What's up, Bindies? Bindies just starting his own Discord channel. Are you going to be back on YouTube, Bindles? Is that the goal? Little run of wide receivers here. T. Higgs, Tyreek, Garrett Wilson, Terry McLaurin, DJ Moore. Seen some rumors that the Jets might make a push to try to get pick 2. They have to trade a whole lot, but might be interested to trade up for Cam Ward. It's one of the rumors that I was seeing. If you get that with Devontae Adams leaving, like Garrett Wilson, he'll rise a few spots. Ooh, sus, dude. Sus, man. Calm down. You know what? I'm going to pass on the QBs to hopefully get Hurts on the way back around. I mean, we should be able to get Hurts on the way back around. We'll just see. It'll be right before ADP. Jets getting Staffy. Heard that as well. It puts him in the Lad range. He probably goes ahead of Lad. Probably goes ahead of JT if that's the case. If you do get Staffy there and Devontae Adams leaving, like you probably put him in this 18 range. Yeah, 4,000. That's wild. To win back-to-back years is insane. That's insane. That's called instant bankroll. But if you're playing FFPC, you already have bankroll. Yeah, dude, sus in the house, man. That is sus. Dude, it does match the username for sure. Oh, triple RB start. Here we see Achan with the CMC. Roto Surgeon, this name's familiar. Who isn't in here with us? Oh, we got Frank next to us. Like, no wonder, man. No wonder. He's like a little Trey McBride at 29. I haven't tapped into Trey McBride too much, but he likely belongs here. Like, after this run of receivers, I'm completely fine with. I like the QBs, to be honest, but that's just me. What's up, Josh? The co-CEO. Ooh, JD, double elite. Josh has been grinding, not only on the overlay, but also helping the parents out that were affected by the California fires. So, dude's the man. Support the guy. Shoveling mud. Crazy. All right, so we get a little Hurts, AJ Brown pairing. This is going very nice. Very nice so far. Get a little early correlation. Always feels good. These big board drafts have been extremely tough. Extremely tough. I see Ant at 1. We got QB the King in here at 2. We got a few pounders in here. Papa 66. Name's familiar, but I'm not sure if they're in here. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You get that kind of volume, and then you add in like 4 more touchdowns, and very good. Very good for the range. He had a great year without the touchdowns, though. Hey, Sus, the avalanche is coming. Stars is calling it out. Stars is calling him out. Can he land? Can he land? He goes 4 RBs straight. 4 RBs straight. Where do we have Chase Brown? We have him at 47. In this room, he fell to 43, so almost where we have him ranked. Finished top 3, so it's super top heavy, right? Yeah, such a top heavy. That works. That works when you win it, though. Only got to win it once out of, like 300 years? Getting ready to learn Jacoby Myers, wide receiver 2. 10 wide receiver team instantly. However, he does get a nice little pocket of receivers here, but I do think there's some landmines in this range. Jacoby Myers, I like. He's rising. He's getting to a spot where it's like a little tougher to click him. Like I still like it, but someone could, I don't know. Do you get any more target competition going to Vegas? I guess would be the biggest worry, because obviously Bowers is his main threat right now. But if you add another large target earner, yeah, that's basically, yeah. If the Pats are on, I'll have local on with red zone and then every prime time. Yeah, that's exactly. And then if I want to see a full game, like I'll watch the full highlights after. But we're mainly doing that, and then we're in the stat sheets. Do a little Sutton here over Pickens. I guess it doesn't matter too much. Let's go Pickens. 8.5% Pickens, 11.3% Sutton. I know I have a ton of Bo Nix. Maybe we'll make this a Pickens Fields. Yeah, we don't have any Fields with Pickens. Sweet. It's hard to stack Myers. Yeah, you're guessing. It's a full-on guessing game. You're drafting like rookie QBs. You're drafting Kirk Cousins. Like you just don't know. You don't know. Yeah, exactly. Do what Tyler said. My yard is not grass, right? And my yard is like an actual hockey rink. It's a hockey rink. It is a hockey rink. We start off with the 1-1-3-0. Coming back around, we should have a plethora of running backs. Kittle off, Laporta off. Yeah, I know. I should lace him up. Judy off at 60. There goes Caleb. Okay. What are we doing? This guy with the 2 elite QBs is nice too. Just keep drafting QBs, Cat. Just keep drafting QBs. Okay, Sutton goes. This is an interesting spot to bring in Godwin. Already having 3 receivers. Feels like a pretty good spot for Godwin. Also feels like a good spot for James Conner. Is this going to be auto? Is this guy an auto? Oh, man. Blue skies and green grass sounds nice. Yeah, he's on auto, I believe. Let's bring in James Conner. We got a little behind. We're at 7% now. Scoop. Scoopity-doop. And we can turn on the big board expos. Rip. Yeah. You bring in, I like that. Goes Ridley 67. Ridley and Addison, first 2 receivers. Bless your heart, man. Bless your heart. Pick 80. Pick 79, 78 for you. Should be fine for receivers. There's a good bunch of receivers there too. I got a little tip for the Pounders. Draft Saquon before the tush push ban. I don't know how much more Saquon you can get. He goes to pick 2, so either draft him at 1 or 2. I'm selecting Saquon at 2. I know some people are mixing it up with receivers there. I've seen CD go at 2, JJ, but yeah, it's Saquon for me in the 2 spot. I don't even think they should ban the tush push. I actually appreciate how it changed strategy a little bit. Like you saw Baltimore using Mark Andrews for the tush push. Like that's cool, right? That's teams just adjusting, and they were doing it effectively. Dude, Ty, member for 2 months. Wow, look at the cool badge. Neat milestone plug. Yeah, join the YouTube membies. Hit the join button somewhere down there. Somewhere down there. Appreciate you, T. Yeah. Tyler doesn't think the tush push is getting banned. I doubt it does. I mean, we saw Buffalo completely fail against KC. Completely fail with the tush push. So it's not like every team is doing it efficiently and effectively. Let's go Debo in this spot. The Debo click never feels good, but it's our 3rd share. We got him at 79. We'll fall on the sword. We will fall on the sword. First AJ Brown team for the big board. Crazy. Also, my Travion Henderson exposure. I don't know if you saw that change, but it went from 17% when I had all drafts up. And I have about like 23 big boards, and I have like 46 little boards, but I'm using my rankings a lot for the little board. This went from 17% to in the big board 3.8%. So very important for me to switch this between tournaments, especially when you're doing those smaller entry contests. And we're going to have Drew, TB Bucks, joining us for the 2nd draft tonight. A little surprise guest for the boys. Oh, my. I can't. Like, who do you draft? If you don't select, if you don't go Barkley at 4, you're basically full fading, right? Like, you're full fading him because you're not getting him. You're not getting him anywhere else. Let Travion slip to us, huh? One time for the boys. This guy's on auto, though. Oh, no. Dude, I had him searched. He's long gone. We're at pick 90. Hurts, James Cook, James Conner. It's man, he's gonna go the Hawk too. RIP. Would love to go Hawkinson here at 90. So much pain. Have your position limits at 1 tight end. Oh, let's go. He has ranks. Give me some Hawk at 90, baby. Give me some Hawk at 90. Oh, my God. Oh, he just assumed. That happens, dude. As a streamer, like a lot of stuff will get by you. That typically, at least for me, I'll speak for me. Some stuff will get by me in the draft room, like not noticing someone's on auto until round 9 or 8 because I'm talking to the chat. Whereas like if I'm locked in, we know if people are doing weird stuff. We know who's on auto by round 2 or 3. But yeah, maybe this is just ranks. 3 QBs also going to help our Jalen Hurts. This is what I'm talking about. If this guy continues to draft QBs, it's going to make the elite QB even better. Brock Purdy goes at 94. Like, people have to adjust, right? After you see this guy go 2 elites, and now he pulls in Baker, who also goes pretty early, 89. He could change the room. You just don't know when it's going to stop. If he goes a 4th QB here in this range, like where there's the QB cliff, like you're either in or you're out. If you don't get someone by like Drake May range, CJ Stroud range, tough sledding. So we'll see if the room adjusts. You just don't know. I like this little Purdy Caleb, although I do think Purdy's expensive. He double taps Juwan and Ayuk, which is sick. Well played. Well played, sir, so far. Kyler to Hundy. Good value. I wonder if Biff is in the room hearing me talk about the QBs. Oh, yeah, everyone's adjusting. Oh, I like the Pittman click there. We're probably going to go with the old man crew. Let's go Cup. And let's just see what comes back to us. We might bury ourselves at running back on purpose. But Cook, Connor, yeah, we're going to need probably 7 RBs, 6 or 7. If our next pick isn't a running back, it's going to be 7. Biff was in the chat earlier. Yeah. Sometimes you could tell by the way you're talking on stream, and then I like the start, though. Meek at 69. I think that's sharp. Pacheco goes at 104. What's his ADP nowadays? His ADP is 91. So we went right where we have him ranked. Probably was a good spot for us to bring him in, but we also get 6 picks on Cup. We're up in 6 picks. A lot of RBs here, which is good for us. It does feel nice to have a 3rd RB by like the Najee range. That's like cozy. That's cozy, comfy. I also like the Drake May. If Drake May was here, I could have been tickled into that. Say like Cooper Kupp goes to New England or some shit. I could have played that narrative. It's probably best. It's probably best that Drake May went. There goes 1 RB. There goes 2 RBs. We would appreciate B-Rob. We would appreciate B-Rob, sir. I'm going to need you to not click Brian Robinson. 3-2-3-1. Go QB. Go Dak. Dak's a good pick here. No. He lets every pick go all the way down. Is this a Swift share here? Is this... Johnson hates him. If we go by my ranks, we have this. Swifty. B-Rob cozy for sure. He is. You're not getting anything super fancy, but you are getting some certainty with B-Rob, and the certainty in February drafting feels pretty good for his ADP. This is a wild team. He's got the Bakey double though. This guy's This guy's here. Kind of. Tank over Swift, spicy. Yeah, I can't do that. When it comes to like Tank, Bigsby, or Swift, like Tank is in my opinion, he's the certain number 2. Like when you have all these coaching changes, like it's gonna be ETN versus Tank, clean slate. Prove it to me who's better. Maybe ETN can lose the role again, but Swift, we just don't know. It's gonna depend. I think it's gonna depend on the NFL draft, which sort of makes him a little risky in this range. But let's say they draft a running back. Let's say they draft whoever, Omarion Hampton. Swift is a number 2, like Charbonnet's going in this range as a number 2. It's not completely mispriced. You have Spears. He would probably go maybe a little bit further down, but not much. Yeah, if Cam came back to us, we're probably going to click Cam. We have the option to stack Goddard. We'd be done at tight end there. Although I prefer 3 tight end builds in the big board. We can go a couple different ways here. Penix off the board. Suss has no QBs yet. Neal's gone. Let's see what Suss wants to do. Burden, Golden, Pittman. I started catching up on my Pittman percent, but that is for the little board, I guess. Yeah, this is going to be Spears here. We're just going for well-rounded right now. We're going for well-rounded. Yeah, I like Keenan Allen too, but I could at least afford to slow down. We have 31%. What is this, a correct your exposures draft? Holy smokes. Finally got a Puka share, though. All right, we'll see. We'll see if Goddard comes back around. There's a couple tight ends in between him. There goes one. Kraft off the board. We still have Kelsey there. Just got to wait and see. Travis Hunter off the board at 130. Likely gone. Pairs him with Lamar. You can take Juwan Johnson for free. Yeah, he's not the worst in half-point PPR. He's getting up there in age, right? Was he 20? Is he 29, 28? He might only be 28. 28, turns 29, start a season, basically. A lot of people think Higbee's like the guy, the value this year. There goes Goddard. So close. And I don't know. I don't know. I'm a little hesitant. With Higbee. Like, I get it. Cup's gone, fill the role, but they probably have to. They got to bring someone in. I don't think it's as good as people are thinking. It's likely a decent advance rate piece, but if this guy finds the Quentin Johnson click, that might put us on tilt. Yeah, right. This is where it's like, ooh, there is a little more risk than, what's being seen. Also, when you have a 32-year-old tight end coming off an injury, coming off kind of a year that just sat out for 98% of it. I don't know. think it's okay. It's just I would rather take a shot on Fannin. I don't mind even Ertz. We have 3 shares of Higbee. We're still ahead of ADP on him. I've been mixing in a lot of Taylor too. We have a little bit of Juwan. Where's Theo Johnson? Theo Johnson should be in play this year too. Definitely should go drafted more than he does. Talk about 20 rounds. But yeah, we got a lot of Cade. So far, 23% Cade, 23% Jake Fergie. And here's the team so far for the listeners. We have a 1-4-6-1. Jalen Hurts, James Cook, James Conner, DeAndre Swift, Tajay Spears, Puka, AJ Brown, Pickens, Deebo Samuel, Kupp, Quentin Johnson, the Hawk, little 10 picks of value. I think this is pretty good, floor and ceiling. Kupp's gonna be a tough one this year. Like if he flops, I don't think anyone would be surprised. But also if he goes to a team where there's a need for a target earner, and even if he just is on a team that makes a lot of red zone trips, right? Like he's good in the red zone. Even last year for the Rams, like he wasn't a massive part of their game plan because Puka sort of took over the number one for first looks. But in the red zone, I believe Kupp was like 11th or 12th in targets in the red zone. One away. Who's going to click Kelsey? Is it going to be Sus? Is it going to be pick 150 Kelsey? Now he's going Ward. I think I have to keep my 0% Kelsey. I think, like at this point, I think we just have to keep it there. Let's go Ollie Gordon. Let's go Ollie Gordon here. What's up, Turbo? Sort of Cole Kmet. Taysom, man, I'm done with Taysom right now. That age, another injury. I'd be more so worried about like last year when it comes to Juwan Johnson, like who's taking playing time away from him? Moreau? Like that's more concerning to me than Juwan Johnson's age, but it all kind of factors in. Is Moreau a free agent though? Let me pull up the free agent list. Free agents. Pull it up. There goes Fields. Would have loved Fields here at 162, Pickens, but rip. He pairs him with anyone? Najee, potentially. Where's the Pat Fry team? Is Pat Fry still on the board? No way. No way he finesses. No way he finesses it. Oh, does he need a third tight end? Not really. Especially nice little value on Goddard here at 135. Sheesh. Yeah, he doesn't even correlate it. Man, that would have been perfect. All right, what were we looking at? We're looking at Moreau. I'm sure the chat already beat me to it, but we're peeking anyways. Juwan Johnson. Juwan Johnson, free agent. Can he find a better place than New Orleans? Cincy, I think they bring back Gesicki. Zach Ertz, I think they bring him back. Oh, man. This is an interesting spot. I like Ray Davis here, too. Let's go Pat Fry. Pat Fry. Metal, what's up, dude? What's Jared Cook up to? Yeah, I saw something that he's like looking for more playing time or something. He wants his contract extended, which, like, bro, how many more touchdowns do you think he can score? 48% keeps you fresh for the playoffs. That's like exactly what Buffalo needs. But wildly efficient, about 5 yards per carry, just under 32 catches, 18 touchdowns. I mean, crazy. Payne wants Juwan Johnson in Denver. That'd be a good spot for him, but I still think Denver's got to draft a tight end. And so my question to you is this, right? If you take one of those rookie tight ends, whether it's Gunnar Helm, Arroyo, or Mason Taylor, and they also brought in Juwan Johnson, who would you want in the 20th round? Would you rather one of those rookies, or would you rather or would you rather Juwan Johnson? What are we doing in this spot? We're almost at do or die territory. I think we have to bring up Staffy here in case he stays. We'll pair him with Puka. Good spot to do it. Good spot to do it. Now all we have to do is bring in Conklin and we can correlate it with Staffy. Conklin's a free agent too, right? Yeah, Conklin's a free agent too. He's not a bad last round pick. Irv Smith. Oh my God. He was on Houston. Garendo off the board. Feel pretty comfy here so far with this team. James Cook, James Conner, DeAndre Swift, Tajay Spears, Ollie Gordon. We can probably go 2 more running backs. So what's that? 7, 9, 15, 16, 17. 1 more tight end and 2 more receivers. So 1 RB, 2 receivers, 1 tight end. Comfy. Yeah, I like Mason Taylor, man. The dart goes off the board. The dart. God damn it. It's going to go Jane Higgins, and I want to mention that we have to raise him up. We have him at 185. He goes on ADP here, but he's someone I've been meaning to raise up a few picks on the CSV. I don't mind DJ Giddens here too. What's ADP say? It's got Yoshi, AD. It's got Giddens actually pretty far down. But we're not getting him with this crew behind us. I know that. We probably just go Giddens here. And Yoshi Vasquez. He was going to be our other pick, so we'll go Giddens in this spot. I could technically stop here. Yeah, we are stopping here. 100%. Star says, speed it up. I'm ready to roll. Yeah, we got Drew coming on as well for the second draft. Let me say, let's do a little bit of this here. Bestballoverlay.com. Check it out. Promo code Pounders, all caps. The combo tool is up. The amount of money you invest in player, and the combo tool is just Staffy with Beck. Not have one year. You can go Hurts and Devonta Smith, right? 0. Okay. There's a hole in the portfolio. I'm turning brown. So this is our first share of Jalen Hurts with AJ Brown. Obviously, it's our first share of AJ Brown for the big board. But another reason, and this, I was making the instructions video for bestballoverlay.com, and I use that I use that exact example is Jalen Hurts, and I'm looking up my Smith pairings. I'm like, I have none. Interesting. A little hole in the portfolio. What a timely way to discover that. Do we go year 2, Troy Franklin? Let's mix it in. But what a timely way to discover that, right? And I'm like, okay, the ADPs, they both go in the middle of the 4th round. And this is why you come to this stream, right? You come here for the little nuggets. You come here for the little goodies. The only way you're going to do is over here, like end of 3rd, the 3-4 turn is going Hurts and Devonta Smith, or Smith first and then Hurts. Anywhere from the 10, 11, or 12 spot is probably the most ideal, highest likelihood of getting it. And it's because they both go in the middle of the 4th round. Like, you're never going to get Smith here and Hurts to fall back to you at 58 or vice versa. So it's really going to be a low-owned pairing for the big board if this thing maxes. And obviously the little board's going to max faster. So I've been doing a lot of that when I'm at 10, 11, 12 in the little board. Where are we at? Big board, 8 picks. Little nugget for the crowd. Let's go. Who hams? If anyone cares, I'm correlating the B-Robs in my draft. Yeah, that's bonus points right there. B-Rob and B-Rob. If only they both went in like the 9th round. Double brobble. You're seeing it live. Malik Washington, 204. Tez Johnson. Yeah, I think I have 4 left. Been using it to just test the CSV and then test the overlay as well. Butte off the board. Butte. What's this cat? I think he's just multi-drafting because he's letting everything go all the way down. Unless he's just auto-drafting with ranks because he's staying kind of close to ADP. He goes Lloyd. I think we bring Mason Taylor up here. Let's go Mason Taylor. Let's see if someone will pick me off of Elijah Moore. Let's see if someone can get me off the click. I'm like tempting them to. Like, please let me get different. Yeah, exactly. From the 12 spots, easy, obviously, because you can just see if it's available or not. Yep. It's much less risky. That's like the only way to get it, which is nice to know. Not as big of an advantage in the big board because people will figure it out. But in the little board, smaller, shorter time box contests where it's like, hey, the gig is up. Contest is full. Could be a little more of an advantage. So what are we doing? We're going receiver. We have 2 picks. We don't need a 9th receiver. We don't need a 4th tight end. QB. Take a shot on Russ or Milrow if they're available. Also like Woody Marks. If Woody Marks is going to come back to us. Just got to see. There's so many lurkers. All right, there goes Elijah Moore. So we will get a different last round pick, which I'm kind of looking forward to. Sort of like Javonte. Like we got a super ahead start on drafting Javonte in the 200s, and now I can't get him, which is fine. So this is dropped from 40% down to 27. It's another thing when you draft with the same people that you provide ranks for. Oh, there goes Slayton, like that. What if, just what if they pick Russ over Fields? Is this the what if click? We have the double stack. Is this the what if click? What if Russell Wilson goes to Vegas with Cooper Kupp? What if? Crossface in the house. Yo, hit that like button. Yeah, appreciate you guys. You just joined us. Go down, slap the like. Hit the subscribe button. Help us get to 3K. Hit the bell for notifications. You'll never miss a draft. So the people say. And we got our guest backstage. I see him stretching. I see Drew stretching in the background. What's up, buddy? Give me the thumbs up whenever you're ready. That'll do. All right, let me get, because I want to hear his beautiful voice. Pop this open a little bit. All right. Drewski, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, man. How are you? How did the first draft go?
He's got the headphones. He's got the mic working. This guy, he's basically a streamer.
I was actually curious if you could hear me good or not, because that's the one thing I didn't test. So
yeah, no, sounds good, man. Sounds good. So everyone, if you guys don't know, Drew, aka TB Bucks, in the Discord, one of the longest standing pounders. You and Ben, to name a couple, like the original pounders,
the OGs,
built from the bottom up. So you're gonna help me
late night draft,
the second draft. How many drafts have you done so far?
77, not including whatever. I think I'm in like 20-ish slows. So I think we're pushing 100.
Okay. How many have you done? Any of the high stakes yet? Bigger board, biggest board.
Yes, I've done. I think I have 2 left of each.
Sweet. And if you guys don't know, Drew, I think two seasons ago, you won the DK, or you came in second in the DK for 10K. Was it the
DK was so
the returns?
3 seasons ago was DK. Season, 2 seasons ago didn't win anything. This season was an underdog.
Yeah, and you won was it Dalmatian? Big board?
I was in the bigger board final. I took like 6th, 7th maybe.
And then you took down the Dalmatian, which is such a fun contest. 20-seat final, was it?
I think so. 20, maybe 24, but it was right around there. Yeah.
So sick. And the Dalmatian, guys, is the $101 contest. I think it was a 3-entry max last year. And
I think so.
that drops during the BBM time period.
That was like my ultimate team too. I had $3 on that team that were in the scoring. It was amazing.
Oh wow. No way. You drafted Bucks, bro?
Yeah.
You draft Bucks, bro?
Bucks pay the bills. All right, what are you doing with this last
I love that. They did last year. I like Tim Patty here. Slayton's gone. My comfy click's gone. Demarcus Robinson's tough for me. Polk or Tim Patty.
I didn't pay attention to this draft at all, so I'm
good.
Very little.
I'm just gonna add in Tim Patrick. Didn't injure his knee for once. last year. We'll see where he ends up.
And you have to have at least a little Patrick bag every year. Like it's a
oh God, I know. The first what was that 3 years ago at this point? I'm dating myself. I had 24% at the time of the injury, and I didn't plan on drafting like a whole lot more. And then I brought that down to like 16% by the end of the draft season. And then same thing happened the next year. ACL. And I had 8% that year too.
He's a dog, man. He just keeps coming back.
If you listen to that guy talk, like he's someone you just want to root for. Just seems like a genuinely like good guy.
I have a soft spot for like all the guys that come out of Utah, like Utah State, University of Utah. Jackson Dart grew up like right down the street from me. So I ended up having a bag of all these guys that I don't know. I have a soft spot for them.
Look at the sweatshirt. We got Utah hockey.
Yeah.
Dude, did you see the Pick'em channel? Channel?
Yeah, you got a
stat correction.
Yeah,
not just one save. Not just one save. Two saves.
That's nuts.
This guy shoot at the side of the net here. Let me.
This
draft ended. We finally get a stat correction to go our way. It was on the no sweat bet that I made during the second period, the first period intermission going into the second period. Dude, I've just been crushing it on these Four Nations hockey. Like, it's just been my jam. But this no sweat bet thing, when I saw that,
you posted the loss.
Yeah, I was like, damn, this one hurts. Even though it was a free bet, because he went over by 0.5, and that was actually the first line that registered. Like for this pick'em specifically, it wasn't scored live. So when you look at it, it was like, oh, the first one comes back, he's red, and it's at 9. I'm like, oh, that's fine. Like I probably missed on like 2 others. It comes back, and the other 3 are green. I'm like, SOB. Like the 0.5 got me. And then we get a little stat correction from the boys. So fun.
Underdog's been kicking my ass. I'm so mad at them though, because I can't bet the way I want to over there. I've just been using other sites. The Underdog's pissing me off.
They still have you on player restrictions?
Oh, dude, I'm restricted into all get out. I can basically make 3 slips a day, and I can only put one person. Like I can't reuse the same. I can only use the person in 1 slip. So I've got to use 9 unique picks. Yeah, Underdog pissed me off.
Dude, Drew is so sharp that Underdog is after Drew. All right, we got Drew. Luckily, the head of our Pick'em channel at this point. You're posting lines. How many a day do you think you post in our Pick'em channel?
Probably like 10, but I wouldn't trail the Underdog ones at this point. I did trail anything else. Everything else is going good. Underdog, we got to correct the ship. I don't know.
Underdog's got your number. You can find the Discord in the description. I'll also post it in the chat. Completely free to join. Bunch of best ball guys, and it's super, super active. We have over 500 members at this point. So pretty crazy. Let's just have a little peek. +7, just a peek.
I would have jumped in. Yeah,
just a peek. That's all. That's just having a little peek there at the bigger board. All right. Again, we're just testing stuff.
We're not just that lucky.
Stuff. We 12 out of 12 the big board. Okay. We try to jump in the 250. We try to jump in the Hyundai. Give the crowd something to cheer for. And we get rewarded in the 3 spot.
Yeah, you get rewarded with
OTS.
I can't imagine there's many in here, right?
Mr. Mufasa, this name's familiar. Let me know where you're drafting from, guys, if you're in this room with us. OTS, is he live? I think he might be live. Yeah, he's live. Ha.
Double live.
He's just realizing that we're live too. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Oh, come on. No, we can't, dude. We can't say that about Pete's Discord, man. I already gave it to him on Twitter today. We can't double down.
I mean, we didn't say it. The people are saying it. It's fine.
Yeah, but one sec. Dude, the post was so So funny. He's on Best Ball After Dark tonight with oh god, I'm gonna forget his name. Jordan Cooper. Yeah, Jordan Cooper. Dude, this guy's post almost made me spit out my coffee.
On
I'll pull it up in a sec. All right, we'll just let that auto pick. Listen, I'll be on Pete Overzet's members only stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, because Paywall Pete hates his freeloaders, bro. Dude, that's so good. Paywall Pete is so funny.
Who is? Should I know who that is? I don't think I know who that is.
He's what's his claim to fame? DFS Poker Pro. Looks familiar. I
feel like his face looks familiar, but
Yeah.
I truly have no idea who he is.
Yeah, I can't spot it. DFS guy. I missed that post. Oh my god, yes. Dude, that's just quality. Like that is like I think even Pete can appreciate that. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Bijan goes at 5 here. Gibbs at 4.
How much Bijan do you have now?
Like none, dude. I have 1 share.
3.8. Okay.
Yeah. Let me
you got him in a draft that I was in.
Okay.
So I guess that's the one.
Yes, I only have 1 Jefferson team too, so it's
damn.
Yeah, I don't get a lot of
Jefferson.
I don't get a ton of pick 3, and when I do, I think I just like Barkley falls to me. We're at 11%. Yeah, we're at 11% for 1 and 2 spot.
What am I have for Jefferson?
And I'm not even over on Gibbs, and I have Gibbs ranked up above Bijan. So I'm just not getting pick 3 or 4, clearly. Or 5.
I'm at 13% Jefferson, 6.5 Bijan, 8 Gibbs, 9 Barkley.
Yeah. Dude, NBA's tough. We're gonna have the draft tool actually for NBA coming out soon, so that's gonna be exciting for the grinders end of the season.
I can't do any other sport, man. I've like dabbled here and there, and I'm like, it ain't for me. Like, props to the multi-sport guys. I know.
And Vinny took down 10K. He took down first place, and I think that's his second time he's done that for NBA. So him, Bry, we have a few people in the NBA channel that have been cooking.
I'll bet on the other sports. The drafting isn't for me. I like doing some of the golf ones, even though I don't know anything. Just like throw some rankings in, just to have them. Because
golf is tough. Golf is tough though, because you have to like pair the right contest and like that's
why like you got to find rankings that you trust, like someone that knows what they're doing. Dude. Put them in, and then just kind of go and because I don't know.
Some of those contests are to the equivalent, the edge of playoff best ball. Like if people don't know what they're doing, like the money's dead. Like for golf. So it is very interesting. There's a strong edge on an Underdog on golf.
I've had like decent success not losing money in the past with golf, which is like that's all I'm really hoping for. And then you hope to get lucky in one of your teams, right? Like I'm never getting buried by golf. So just do a few teams and not max.
Hell yeah. Fantasy Football Garage. Chris has us covered, man. Chris has us covered. Who's in the golf channel? All right. See? The Candyman's in here, dude. The Candyman's in here holding down the golf channel.
I don't think I've ever clicked on the golf channel, but damn it, I'm going to, and I'm going to talk to Chris. And he's going to set me straight.
I'm not going to lie. You could see it. I have it muted. We also have the Pick'em channel muted.
That's fair.
But we posting those dubs, though.
Uh-huh. I told you a bunch of dabble today.
Here's Drew. But here it was before. There it was before. The Panic at the Disco here. All right. JJ, this is my second team, so I don't really have to worry about combinations. Don't really care at all. But I only have about 20-something big boards drafted, so I don't want to do too many too quick. Like the fill rate is filling a lot faster than I'm drafting. Are you How many big boards did you say you have done, Drew?
I'm not sure. I would like to have I want to save some, of course, because it's nice, but I'd like the majority of mine to be done before the combine. I want to pound these things out. Big boards, I'm at 50, 60.
Okay.
Probably. Maybe 45, actually. Look at my little boards. Yeah, I'm at 45, so I guess pick it up a little bit. But yeah, for this contest, I don't really care to save because the whole thing I like about this is I have my guys that I like, right? We talked about this last year. I'm going to draft them. I don't care. I've got a bag of Jalen Royals. I got a bag of all the last round rookie running backs. I have bags of the guys that I want, and that's all I care about. I don't need them all to hit, right? I expect some to hit. I've had success in the past doing this. I know these guys a little bit, but yeah, that. So I don't want the combine to tell everybody Bay Shul or however the hell you say his name, Tootin, is going to test really good. I don't want people to know that. I want everyone to be who the hell is this guy? That's so yeah. This contest, I don't really care. The post draft ones, I space it out a little bit more. This one, I'm no. The whole point I'm maxing this and throwing a bunch of money this early is because I know shit more than you. Not you, but you know what I mean.
No, that's the beauty of 20 round drafts too. Is if you're wrong on
who cares?
14th rounder, it doesn't matter. Let's start. Let's do a little 3 wide receiver start.
Yeah.
Good with that? Let's do it.
Where do you have Bucky? Is he still not, did he go? Is that why
no, Bucky's gone, bro. He's at 23.
Oh, okay.
He gone.
Oh, I was looking for him to come up.
Yeah, no, I moved him. I moved him in the CSV to 83.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now we have him a little down the board. We have him at 29, but really, it's really 27 though, because the QBs are there, So it's really 27. It's 4 spots, realistically.
So you
bag of Royals and Trey Harris. See, Trey Harris is interesting, right? When we start to talk about some of the strategy, where do you think these guys are going to go in the NFL draft? Right? Is he someone that could sneak into the back of the first? And
I don't think so.
Right.
But I do think he's a second rounder.
And that's the thing. So where does he end up going? And there's always trades that happen. There's always stuff that you never see coming that happens. Las Vegas drafts another tight end in round 1. There's stuff you can't predict that's going to happen in the NFL draft, right? And it's going to crush you in your big board shares of, your favorite player. But
you're going to miss on some. But Trey Harris, I'm at 25% Trey Harris.
Nice.
I think he's pretty safe to go in the second. I do think there's a reality where he slips into the third. I think there's a higher chance he goes in the third than he goes in the first, but I'm pretty sure he goes in the second. And if he goes in the third, we just hope he goes to a good spot, right? Who really cares at this point? If you're good and you land in a good spot, you're going to get on the field. It might take a little bit longer as a third rounder, but it worked out for Jalen McMillan last year. If you had him and drug him to the playoffs, that's why you're picking these rookies. There's better advance rate pieces.
Ricky and McMillan both were the benefactors of major injuries, right? Ayuk going down, Godwin going down.
Because players get hurt, and who's going to get the first shot when someone gets hurt? It's the new top 3 round pick, 100 round pick or 100 pick overall rookie is going to get the first shot, unless it just sucks. And then, you miss that pick, but usually they get the first shot and shit happens. They don't have to get hurt. Yeah. When Mike Evans pulled his hamstring for a month and McMillan started to flash, he was on the field from then on. The Bucs weren't okay, you're off. No, if you get on the field and flash, it's good. So that's why you take them. That's why I have teams 6 of them on one team. Who cares? 2 of them hit. The other 4 can do nothing. I don't.
For sure. For sure. Now, when you adjust to the 20 round versus 18, Are you thinking there's players right now that like you won't touch, but you're waiting for it to be that you would probably prefer in an 18-round draft that goes early, like these tight ends or QBs? Do you view those specifically different in 18 and 20?
The early picks, not really. I'm just trying to build out my core at the top. So early picks, I don't care quite as much because it's just kind of if I go tight end early, then I'm probably not going 3. Like I don't like choose that early, but at the late round picks for sure. Like Darius Slayton, I keep being sold on him in the Discord. It's like I'm going to have him, but I'm gonna have more of him post draft. Like I want the rookie running backs. I want rookie tight ends. I want rookie.
Yeah.
Darius Slayton, like I agree, he could spike, but we know what we're getting out of him at this point, right? Like,
yeah. You're hoping
so, like,
you're hoping for 3 spikes.
You're hoping the 1 or 2 spikes he gets are in a week that matters because he's not doing a whole lot more. He's not. Yeah. So like, I like those players, but I like them post draft, pre-draft, especially pre-combine when no one knows anything. No, give me 40% of the rookie that ends up a 0. Like, okay, if I needed a spike and a half out of Darius Slayton to make that team good, we were probably in trouble to start with, right? So, I don't know. My exposures look like a rookies and sophomore exposure plus bucks.
Yeah.
So.
And what's your thought on Rice here at 51?
I mean,
you're gonna have
I don't want 0. I don't want 0.
Okay.
No, I've got a decent amount, but I haven't drafted him in a while. I drafted him like when it first started. Got my nice little like, okay, this is what I want to make sure I have some. And now I just want to see what happens because I didn't know, man. I didn't know if he was going to rise. I didn't know if he was going to fall. I didn't know. All I knew was I wanted some Rice teams. Like that's all I knew. So I picked some, and I just haven't really picked them since.
There's some hard players, right, to really scope down and see like, hey, what's going to happen with this player's ADP? And I agree. Rice is one of those. It's like, and one of those guys for me was actually CMC. In my first draft, I was in a situation where it's pick 16 and CMC's there. I'm like, pick 16 CMC. My brain is trying to compute this. Like, I haven't seen this before.
You gotta click this, and right?
I was like, Ashton Genty. It's like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to make that decision. It was the first draft for Big Board.
I don't have a whole lot of CMC. Like, again, McCaffrey's one I feel like, the 49ers are drafting someone. I don't know where they're going to draft. It could be super early. It could be really late. I don't know. But they're drafting a freaking running back. And, like, McCaffrey's the type where I'm sketched, dude. Like, I get the dude's amazing. But last season was rough. And there were warning signs galore. And he's a year older. And, like, so... I don't want 0. I'm going to have some. I'm hoping I can get some of these like 19 overall picks that I see fall, but it never happens to me.
Yeah.
And then I'll reevaluate after the draft. If they don't bring in anybody and they're like wheels up, okay, I'm going to draft him every draft. Well, not every draft, but every, contest from here on out. I'll get my McCaffrey bag, but I don't know.
You get so much more information, right? With the NFL draft, like what's the team doing? If they draft a running back, how high, right? And then you get a little
like a
more
hard yellow.
Yeah. It's for me. I think I have him in like this 20 range.
Yeah,
20 range.
I feel like he's starting to drop a little bit. I have seen him. The ADP is not changing, but it feels like he's falling more recently.
Yeah.
I could be wrong though.
It's definitely not as punishing too in the Big Board where 3 out of 12 advance. And, if CMC is that 50% advance rate guy because he's so mispriced, and he goes
I'll just beat you in the pod week.
You get exactly. You get 2 more teams that go through. Now, if it's 2 out of 12, it's definitely a lot more punishing if you miss on that player.
Yeah. So he is a guy I do think I'll have in the post draft. I think I'll be pretty close to like even with the field.
Yeah.
McCaffrey. But this one, I think I'll be under.
This is a good point from Pepper. Rice, if only 3 wide receivers already. I think structurally that makes a lot of sense. But can you also just lean into him being healthy and being a good value in that range too is like another way you could play it. And
problem is, like, he's missing some games, even if he like miraculously is healthy. Like,
even if you count him out for the first 4 weeks, this ADP is probably not that bad.
He should get suspended for a while, and he's just not going to, because it's been a long time and he's hurt, and it's the Chiefs. But like, come on, man.
It's the Chiefs' justice system.
It's crazy.
I like one of these. I like one of these too. RBs. Are you one over the other?
I mean, I like Judkins, but Connor's a really good pick, and I think I have more Connor. So I would probably lean Connor specifically so I could just hammer some rookies later and not have to like even think about it. But I do like Judkins.
Do you like Giddens, DJ? Do you like Giddens around
Giddens? I think he's my highest owned. He's my highest owned player overall.
All right, we're on a good wavelength right now. We're on a good wavelength. He's not my highest owned, but man, I have so much more in the little board. That is such pain. I'm basically a full round ahead. It's just I'm doing these big boards on the live stream. That's probably the problem, where these guys I'm ahead of ADP on. I can't get any. But Giddens, Ollie Gordon. He's probably another one of my favorites that go after pick 150.
Ollie, I've got 22%. So yeah, I mean, pretty much any rookie running back that I like and is not the early ones, I probably have over 20-25% of.
Got it.
Just
let me actually pull my new exposures here, because I didn't.
Giddens, Brashard Smith, Khalil Mullings, Bashul Tootin, Ollie Gordon. Yeah, all those guys are over 25.
I refreshed Underdog. Was it a mistake? Nope. We actually got the team to go. Thank you, Underdog. It's always like 50-50. Ooh, okay. We can go both.
There you go.
Let's.
Where are you? Calvin Ridley feels like a pretty good pick there, right?
It's okay. It's not like a must-have for me. In this spot where we have 4 receivers, we put off our first running back for a little bit. I think this is a good spot to bring in this rookie too. I think there's no, I wouldn't really say a drop-off, because I think Aaron Jones is mispriced. I think Tony Pollard's pretty decent for his range.
I like Pollard a lot.
I like this kid in this spot. He's definitely, I think as more people get familiar with his game, they're going to see like he's like a really good pick for best ball specifically.
Judkins?
Yeah.
I mean, Judkins could be a bell cow, dude. He's a good running back. There's so many running backs that are just built the way we want running backs built in this draft. Oops. Focus gone.
Huh.
How did that happen?
How about
get it back? Do you do this?
Oh, hold one.
Huh?
Yeah, they lost you. They lost your face. Maybe it's Underdog, bro.
They're like, get it.
Crap. All right, let's extract.
How do you get it back, pro streamer? Do I just walk away?
Maybe just go off screen and then come back. Like do a little duck. Do a little duck out.
Do a little
duck out. Maybe you're too far away. The camera wants to see that. The people want to see that face up close.
Want to see me?
That's the problem.
That work. Oh,
look at this run at receiver. I can't stand the Shakir pick in this range. I can't be the only one that doesn't like it, right?
No, it's rough.
Yeah, it seems
still a little blurry. Sorry.
You're good, dude. You're good. Here we go. Put you on the bottom now. You lost the top spot just because
lost
of that, bro.
it.
I'm sorry.
No, it's rough, dude. Because even like I agree that he should get some targets and a good offense, but dude, we saw that this year. He's fine, but I don't think he's going to be anything special. And I would imagine the Bills want to add someone.
Yeah, they have. Well, the rumors from the team is that they aren't going to like spend a wild amount of money in free agency and like not a lot of significant changes to the offense. But dude, like Allen
Because
needs
that makes
somebody.
sense.
He
I
needs
know. Like,
somebody. 4 weeks injury plus 3 weeks suspension. Yeah, but if he gets suspended for 3 weeks, it's just gonna be game 1, 2, and 3, and then he'll be ready.
I think the suspension has to come after he's healthy.
Is that the really?
Don't quote me on that, but I'm like,
I have to look further into that.
I'm like 90% sure it has to come after he's healthy.
Interesting. I like Ridley with the ability to pair him with Ward. Yep, that's always fun. Ridley with the rookie QBs.
I mean, the Chiefs could say he's healthy when he's not and just get the suspension rolling. But I do think they have to wait. Oh, yeah. There's a few in the chat saying the same thing.
Yeah, but won't they just say he's healthy? Like,
they need a doctor's note turned into Roger Goodell saying he's healthy and ready to play.
Yeah, it's oh my god. I like one of these. I could also be tickled into like Caleb or Marty Golden.
I don't have a whole lot of Bo Nix. I would go Warren out? Probably. Okay. No, I don't like dislike. He does feel a little expensive, but I don't dislike it. I just like I never take Sutton. I hardly ever take Mims. I just don't really care to stack.
Yeah, Mims goes in a rough spot. How's his ADP looking?
Mims goes in a spot like we are positive Cortland Sutton is gone and Mims is gonna stay on the field. Like that's right.
Well, that's the problem.
And I love Mims. I have taken Mims every year at that last round. He's a spike guy. I love. He's just getting a little pricey. Where I'm like, I don't know about this one.
Yeah, that range is tough. And if he played 60% of snaps every game, like that's fine. I'm okay with that price. But yeah, same wavelength, man. We're doing
Michael Pittman feels really good to me here, and that feels gross to say it, but I am developing a bag of Michael Pittman, and I don't
think it's bad, dude.
I'm like, all right, let's saddle up for this one.
I agree. Like, let's say they bring in Rodgers, right?
Anyone who can throw a football,
even a rich, It's
hey, look,
the price is fine. The price is fine.
Yeah, like I have an A-Rich bag too. So like I hope he just learns how to throw the ball this offseason and then we're in a perfect world. But
yeah,
Pittman just feels good, man. Especially in a part of the draft that like I like running backs if I want there. Like if I'm not wanting to slam rookies, I've got a ton of Najee, I got a ton of ETN. But if I need a receiver, he's literally the only one that I want to click here. Like, I'm not clicking Diggs. You can't pay me to click Diggs. I'm absolutely not going to happen. He will be a 0 the entire year. Cup, I want some of, but, like, I'd rather have Pittman. Who are the other guys?
Yeah, I agree with that.
At this second right now, I'd rather have Pittman over Shaheed till we learn more about what's going on with his injury. Like every receiver in that range I look at and I'm like, son of a bitch, I got to click Michael Pittman again. I pray Golden's there, right? But
yep.
Pittman just feels safe to start and see a bunch of targets and like, sure, he's got to be hit with them, but I don't know. He feels good.
Green's been burned a couple of years now. Last year.
Oh, I've never really been on him, so he just feels good here. Like really
last year in the third round, I think I was at 3%, and then everyone knows like I was the Josh Downs guy. I was the Josh Downs guy. Like even when he was injured, he was falling to 150. I'm like, buy that dip. And now you're seeing him go ahead of him this season, which is tough to like process, but I think it's correct.
Yeah.
But still, I like that discount again on Pittman. Like you're saying, I think that's a very sharp point. Like I also like the range. Like it matters about the range more so than like the player. I mean, being like, I know you were burned by the player, but now he's in a completely different range. So you have to reevaluate
Like he's
based
pick
on the year,
109 in this. Like what?
Yeah.
What? He's literally going next to Stephon Diggs that blew his knee out this season. Like, what are we doing? Keenan Allen's ancient. Like, like what are we doing? He feels mispriced to me, and it's weird to say because I've never been a Michael Pittman stan. I'm like, well, here we go. Kirk's a really good pick too. Kirk's the other one I want. Like they're the only two I want in this area, and I think you have Kirk higher than.
I had him steamed up the board.
Yeah,
118 was like spicy, but now it's only like just over a round.
That's so true. Pittman, Kirk, and Trey Harris are basically the only receivers that I want to go in this general area. The rest you have like Coleman, I want some of. Bateman, I want some of. Mainly if I have a Lamar team, though. It's weird. Coleman's interesting just because he's a first-round pick on the Bills. Like, and he showed he can spike, right? He showed he can catch those long touchdowns.
And I will say last year, why Josh Downs felt so good is because the certainty you had, if Rich went down, you still had a QB that was probably even better in that scenario. And it proved to be better when you had Flacco playing. And that was part of the process for Josh Downs last season in the 140s. Now, do you get Rodgers to go to Indy and provide some sort of QB2? If
they're gonna bring in somebody, and that someone is going to be someone who's like at least had some success.
Herbert or May?
I prefer Herbert, but I don't know if it's by much at all. And I'm not sure I have a reason for that other than like I truly feel like Herbert is going to explode one of these seasons. They just need to get him the right pieces, and hopefully, like maybe Golden goes to the Chargers. Like they're mocked to take a receiver a lot. Like there you go, Golden to the Chargers. We got that. I guess New England could take a receiver too. But.
Now, when you, I hope May comes back to us. I doubt he will, but I wouldn't mind double tapping QB here. Now, if you go with QB and this offense needs receivers, right? There's a need there, and maybe they're even projected to take one or free agents. Will you typically take more free agents or draft more rookie wide receivers to hope to get that landing spot?
Luckily, the way I draft, I don't have to change anything because most of my teams have 3 rookies, some 3 or 4.
So you're going to luck into it anyways.
That it's probably like, I know there's been a time where I've picked Herbert and like, who was it? It was Trey Harris. It was guys that are like maybe late first, second rounders. And I grabbed like Harris. I grabbed a few and I was like, all right, well, if any of them go there, that'll work. I think it was Alec Ironmar. I think I grabbed and threw him. I was like, he couldn't, even though I don't have a lot of him. He's the one rookie receiver that I'm a little hesitant on. The rest, I actually kind of like. I know everyone's kind of bagging on this receiver, but the ones that are going to get drafted, I like. Oh my goodness.
Keenan Allen or Kirk?
I mean, I'm taking Kirk. I don't have any Keenan Allen.
How about
or I would take Harris. Let's probably safer given you have Rice and a rookie. But yeah. I'm just not taking Keenan Allen. I was just talking to someone about this in the Discord. Unless your name is Mike Evans, I don't trust you once you get old. I just don't trust you. I don't have a lot of Adams. I'm not going to draft any Keenan Allen, but I am drafting some Adams. But like, I don't trust you. And I don't even really like truth serum stuff. Like Evans scares the shit out of me. But I'm going to ride that until the wheels fall off because he's won me 2 best ball tournaments now. So I'm just going to keep drafting him. And I will take the L on that when he loses. But no, Adams scares me. Keenan Allen scares me. Cooper Kupp scares me. Like these guys, they're old, dude.
I know he's old. And last year I didn't really like the pick. And in some ways, he was okay for his range. It wasn't the best, but he did have a spike week of 24.6 half point PPR points. That was second wide receiver 2 on the week. He had another one, 21.8. That was wide receiver 3.
Who is this? Keenan?
Keenan Allen. He had a 19-point game as wide receiver 6 and 18.6 for wide receiver 8. Everything else, he didn't have that same floor that you're used to seeing from Keenan Allen. Also, Caleb, there's growing pains there with
and
Caleb.
The argument isn't like they can't spike. It's like they're 33 years old playing in the National Football League. It's rough. Oh no, I've never said no. I am the first to admit Buck's biased. Listen, I feed you good information on Tampa, and do what you want with it. Do what you want with it. All of my Bucky Irving drafters last year were happy with me. So
I would love to judge Drew, but he's been nothing but hits. Minus 2 years ago, we had a little beer bet that Godwin
was a year
touchdowns,
early.
under 5 touchdowns. That was
off. And then the next season, he got it in like the first month of the season. Like, come on, dude, what are we doing? Yeah, Baker like doubled his touchdowns from one year to the next. Like, come on.
He was going to be a great pick if he played out the season. Bryce was going to be a great pick if he played out the season.
He feels like a great pick this season because everyone is acting like he blew his freaking knee out, and they're talking about him like they're talking about all these guys who are literally coming off blown knees, and he dislocated his ankle. It looked gruesome. It looked absolutely gruesome. But like it looked worse than that. Doesn't mean it's like a long term going to affect him.
I don't love it.
Like
he's gonna be good. I don't love ankle injuries for people that need to cut.
There's not, it's like I've done some research into this, and I would have to like look into it all because I don't have names off the top of my head. But like I think Tyler Lockett was one who had this exact same thing, and his next season he was fine. Like put up very similar, like nothing different. And there was one other.
But Tyler Lockett runs straight down the sidelines, and he doesn't get hit. Like,
I mean, Godwin's like he's tanky. Get him the ball, and he just runs you over. He's not necessarily like twitchy. He's like
no.
He's big. He's a dude. He's just hard to get down. He's big. Right. He's fast. Got good hands. And I guess he's a little shifty, but he's not like Lad McConkey out there. Like,
it's more. Yeah, I was just speaking a little. He's not like Lockett though. He's not just running down the sideline straight. Yeah.
Let me see who the other one was. Hold on, we're gonna.
But it's funny though. Godwin is going in the same exact range as last year, but now you have that lingering injury. It just shows you how good of a pick he actually was last season.
Wasn't he the receiver 1 when he got hurt?
Yeah, he was. He
might have been receiver 2 or 3.
Would not surprise me. It would not surprise me if he was top 3. See what Birch does here. We have this pile of QBs.
Sorry, I'm not looking.
You're good. You're good. I can make an executive decision. In targets, Steph is saying Travis Hunter goes. I know what? I do think we tap into Ollie Gordon here.
I like Ollie Gordon.
Go around early on Ollie here. I wouldn't mind A-Rich. It just sort of fits our build. We get a little rushing upside. And then you're hoping for... Dude, did someone go McCarthy already? No way. Oh, my... Just can't get any McCarthy shares. And it's like shit like this happens where, yeah, he's got a double stack. Like, he's gonna get him. Like, it is what it is. Trying to get some correlations.
Can't find what I was. Oh yeah. Anyways,
where's Pitts? 145. Yeah, he goes Penix Pitts. I like that combo here.
How much Jalen Royals do you have? My guy this season.
You know, I like him, but I don't think I've been able to actually consistently get Royals in drafts. I think this has to be A-Rich. We could go Bryce Young too. or 2? Who do you like of these 3?
I'm taking A-Rich. I mean,
Okay.
Let's
go for ceiling.
upside
Let's go
isn't
for
even,
ceiling.
it's like not even close, right?
Let's go for ceiling.
I just need him to stay
Royals,
healthy.
I don't think I've
And
tapped into as much. Yeah, 4.1%. So not a
we
lot at
gotta
all.
up it. We gotta up it, Pat. If
I
the dude didn't go to Utah State, he'd be going so much higher.
was clicking Javonte Williams like every single time in that range, though. Like,
Yeah.
so as Javonte rises, my picks are gonna change in that range.
Yeah, Royals went to Utah State. I've gone to a couple of his games up there.
Yeah, dude,
he's so good.
Look at the range. Like Braylon Allen, I don't even consider him in this range because I'm clicking him way early.
Yeah, I've got a decent amount of Braylon Allen.
37% Javonte.
That's
AD.
nuts.
I don't mind AD here too, but you really have to project
like
him to get more playing time. And Alec Pierce really did come on last year. So
34 get-ins.
Was that 34?
Yeah.
See,
I think so.
So now you see the difference of when I had it set to the big board versus set to all. The big board, I think I was at 7%, but I set it to all and it's 34%. So if you only draft with this set to all, right, and you really want to know like one specific contest, if it's the big board, if it's BBM, you want to know that contest specifically what your exposures are, it could really trick you. And you really have to, and that's why the overlay helps so much. You know, at the end of the year with the overlay, you'll never be mad with your exposures because you've monitored them all off season, literally drafting them. Right.
I only draft like every probably 10th one on the computer, to be honest. Most of mine are on my phone, but like every 10th one, pull up the computers, I'm in bed, and I'm like, all right, let's see if I've gone crazy on anybody. You know?
Yeah, right. And that's cool because then you can spot it and then you can adjust. And it's tough to keep track of every single contest too, especially during Best Ball Mania season. And I was
gonna say, especially when we actually get into draft season. This is like preseason. This is we're warming up. So this is training camp. Like this,
we must be getting close to rookies and sophomores coming out.
Yeah, I feel like it's usually right around is it after the draft?
No, it's before. It's before the draft. Yeah, because you don't know the landing spots of the.
I don't do it. Oh yeah,
rookies, and then you're like looking after to see what correlation you lucked into.
I don't do a ton of those. I always do like 10 or 20 just to have fun. It's more of like let's see what these are like. But I've got my butt kicked in them. So
Is 31% Cedric Tillman too much?
Yes, you should be clicking Jalen Royals there at least 8% of that time.
Damn, Spice. You got Royals over Alec and Xavier?
I do. Yeah.
How about over Alec Pierce?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Dude, Chris,
I truly like if he was hurt this season too. So like if he wasn't hurt this season, didn't go to Utah State, like most people didn't even know who he was when this started. Like they were like, this guy's mispriced. It's like, no, yeah, he is the wrong way. He needs to go up. I truly think he's a second rounder. Like I'd be a little shocked if he falls out of the second.
How about Wicks? Wicks or Royals?
They feel similar to me. Like Wicks is fun, but like, are we sure he's going to be on the field?
I think so, especially with the Watson injury could linger.
They're going to add someone. They're adding someone. So like, Reed's going to be on the field. Dobbs is going to be on the field. So it's like, sure, it could be Wicks, but it wouldn't shock me if they draft someone and Wicks is back to the fourth receiver.
Green Bay, I know, but Green Bay, they play for receivers.
Yeah, but do I want
I agree.
I
agree. No, if they do draft someone, if they add someone to the wide receiver core,
they could draft Royals, and he could take Wick's spot.
And I like to think of that scenario specifically. I brought that up about tight end. If you had Juwan Johnson, who's a free agent. He goes to a new team, and they also draft one of those 3 young rookies that are projected to go in round 1, round 2. Like, who would you rather in that scenario? I like doing that player-by-player comparison.
Well, I do too. It makes me think, because I haven't really thought Wicks or Royals, but I mean, I want some Wicks, and you do have to like somewhat take into account where Royals goes. But
I get into this spot where it's got to be running back here.
No, we got plenty of running backs left.
Which one? We're Royals. We're Royals.
I would go Royals, but Algier out of the running backs.
For the guest.
We got plenty of running backs left.
For the guest.
Yeah. Listen, I will die on the Jalen Royals hill. I've been talking about it in the Discord. He's freaking good, man. And again, I think the combines, he's going to rise. Guaranteed.
Look at this. The Pounders with the knowledge. A new collector coming in the house. Rookies and sophomores,
it 319,
320. Yeah. I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that.
Jeez. Can we make it bigger this
a year? Lot bigger. A lot bigger.
I bet I might have just missed it. Because I don't remember if I did it last year. I just missed it. I was probably 40, on a trip.
I did 30 or 40. And they go so fast. They're 4-person rooms, 1 out of 4 advance, right? Or is it? Yeah, 4-person rooms. 6? 4? I think it's 4. Man,
I think it's 4.
It's been a year.
And it is 1 in advance. Yeah.
Fun contest. And I think it's 1 out of 10, 1 out of 10 for week 15, 16.
I'm going to do some. It's a contest that pisses me off because I feel like I should be pretty good at it. Like, it's a contest that legitimately, like, every year I look at it and I'm like, I'm gonna destroy this contest. Yeah, no, it's just not for me. Don't know.
Go back, look through and sort of go through those teams and see where you're missing. It might be, is it quarterback? Is it, are you not hitting on the like value last year was like Bo Nix was crazy.
You can't draft enough bucks. Messes with me. I'm gonna have so much.
There was no bucks. There was no bucks for rookies and sophomores last year.
That's what I mean. I couldn't take any. I was looking for them, and my timer was running down. I was like, "Son of a, where are they?"
That's quality. Let me see if we have
got Bucky and Jalen this year, though. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have to do some. And Devin Culp. Devin Culp's a fun one. Mm-hmm. Tight end for Tampa.
Right now?
Yeah, he was a rookie last year.
Yep. And what do you think with Cade Otton?
Cade Otton's a stud. He's our starter. But, like, anything happens, Devin Culp's going to be on the field. I don't trust Tampa's second tight end, so, like, don't take that as a – but I do think he's going to be on the field. And if anything happened to Otton, I think he could be pretty good. I don't recommend drafting backup tight ends, though. To anyone listening, that is not financial advice. It's just a fun name. Maybe rookies and sophomores.
Do you like Jaden Higgins? Have you looked into this kid yet? Yeah.
Yeah. He's exciting. Higgins is another one, like maybe second. But he's going day 3 or day 2 though. I'm at 15.5% Higgins.
Yeah. He's specifically, I'm trying to up this. He's one of my main guys I want to move in the CSV on the next update. Royals
Higgins is like
a small bump because I'm not getting
Higgins is who I look for if Royals is gone. Pretty much Higgins and Besh. I don't have a lot. I'm not a big fan of Aomaner or however the heck you say his name. Aomaner.
Aomaner.
I have no idea.
Aomaner. He's good. I don't mind him at all. I think his tape's pretty nice. Again, like landing spot's gonna matter so much for these guys. And once we find out their draft capital is gonna help to adjust where they should be going, up or down.
See,
is this guy on auto?
Woody Marks was a guy that I came into the draft like season not knowing a whole lot about him. Like I knew he went to USC. I just didn't really pay attention to USC this year.
Mhm.
And I don't know if I have any of him. So maybe that's a guy I need to. I truly don't know anything about him.
Woody.
Like is he?
He's shifty. I think he
find-
ends up finding a third down role depending where he lands.
He's like a pass catcher, right? Like
Yeah,
that's what my
yeah.
gut is saying, and I'm trying to pull him up right now. My computer is like freezing, so I can't even verify that. But
yeah, no, he
I think
caught.
he's like a
I got to
pass
hear. He caught
catching-
47 balls last year, for 321 yards. It's you're hoping he finds like a Rashad White type role on a team. Was probably the upside for him.
Fair enough. Khalil Mullings is one of my favorite last round picks.
We're on the clock. Do you like any Jordan Mason, Kendre?
No. Yeah, I like Kendre. I don't like Jordan Mason.
Let's bring Kendre over Woody here. Is there a chance? Do you think there's any chance that Kamara is not a Saint by the end of the trade deadline?
No.
You think he gets moved at all, or is the contract?
I don't think he gets
too much.
I think the Saints aren't smart enough to move him.
Jesus.
Like straight up, they don't know how to manage players. Cap, they don't know how to manage. It is a nightmare over there, and it is every year. So no, I don't think they're smart enough to move him. Who's trading for him? Like who's maybe like,
it would have to be a contender, and you never know.
Yeah.
Like RBs also go down. Just depends.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
I think the problem is what the contract they
more,
gave him last year.
I think it's more like he has not been very good running the ball. Like he's a PPR scam, but like there's a new coach coming in. Like, sure, it's Alvin Kamara, but do you really want to turn around and hand the ball to this dude? That's like what the Bucks were doing with White, right? Like turning around and giving Rashad White 20 carries a game when he's running for like 2 yards a carry, and like, no, it doesn't work. That's kind of what Kamara is at. Like he's a great pass catcher, but is this new coach going to want to come in and be like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn around and hand it to Kamara 12 times over my. No, I don't think so. Maybe.
Did they have no one last year? They had MVS by the end of the season as their wide receiver one. Like it was tough times in New Orleans.
Yeah.
It was tough times.
Like I don't know how they get out of cap hell every year. I mean, I kind of do. They just extend players and add void years, and then they have cap hell again the next year, and they really can't sign new players. Like they can extend their own players and they can draft players and they can go into like the fourth wave of free agency.
Yeah.
But that they're kind of stuck in this purgatory cap hell because they won't admit that they need to rebuild. Like they won't just like, you know what, we need to blow it, tear it down for a year. We're going to pay all this dead money. No, they're like, yeah, we have a shot. We're going to push this dead money. We're going to go for it. And it's like, you guys are idiots. Like who is running your cap?
You're not wrong, man.
I don't get it. I don't get
it. I think I saw something that they're raising the cap for all these teams, like I think around 40 mil.
So the Saints will still be under the cap.
Big increase.
Or still be over the cap. The Saints still have to clear like 50 mil. Like what are we doing?
It's gonna give the Pats like 180 mil.
It's nuts.
So this is interesting. Looking at my A-rich exposure with tight ends, got a good amount of Warren, which I like. Obviously, tight end is a need for Indy. Gunnar Helm, and then Harold Fannin. So some of these rookies mixing in with A-rich and Indy's definitely nice little priority there. Chargers could sneak a tight end.
100%. Yeah.
Chargers, they wanted Bowers last year. They were trying to trade up for Bowers. So maybe get Warren to
Greenbean was saying, do we expect
Chargers
New Orleans to be any less worse? And like, no, I expect New Orleans to be mediocre as they always are. Like they're never going to be bottom of the barrel and they're never going to be good. They're just stuck. And they're
I know.
Yeah. So no, I think they're going to have some decent fantasy games. I think they're gonna win
with
some
Derek
games.
Carr. You're like, hey, like he's like Mr. 500, right?
Yeah.
So, but
They're
they
gonna be
looked
just fine.
Can we go back to like week 1? He looked pretty good. Like the first couple of weeks, they looked pretty
Carr's
good. Did they
flashed
start off
throughout his
3-1
career.
or 4-1? Like I thought the Saints start off like pretty damn well, and then everyone just started getting hurt, and
The Saints
that
don't scare
was it.
No one is
No,
scared of the Saints.
Of course not. Who do you like in this spot?
Probably a running back. I like Brashard Smith. I like Jordan James.
Are you in on Damian Martinez?
I don't know a whole lot about him. I've clicked him a few times. I've heard, but he's one that I don't know myself, and I just haven't looked into. So I've clicked him just because he's there, but not many. Tootin is my boy. I've got a ton of Tootin. I think he might be my.
Is he your flag plant last round?
He might. He's a big dude. He's gonna run in like the low 4.3s. Like he's a fun one. He can catch. Like I don't know. He's not like 225 big, right? But I swear he's like 205, 210. Can run 4.35, maybe ish.
Yeah, that's quick. That's still good.
Yeah, like he's just fun to me. And like put on his highlight tape. It's just fun. I know most highlight tapes are fun. Like put it on and tell me he doesn't look like a fun pick in the 20th round.
3-6-7-2. We have Warren and Ertz at tight end. We can go probably running back or receiver here, or tight end if you wanted.
Would you go a vet running back here?
Who do you want?
I'm asking you. I wouldn't go a vet. I would go Jordan James or Tootin.
Let's go Jordan James.
I was saying, if this was your team, would you take a bet there because we only have?
No, I think we're pretty much leaning into Quinshawn having a really good role on his offense. I think Ollie Gordon's one of the biggest steals at running back at his ADP, just for the potential. Again, landing spot matters so much, but
Jaquin Jackson time. Ben, I talked to someone about Jaquin Jackson. Oh, zero. I told him about Jaquin Jackson recently, and I was like, listen, man, draft him twice. Draft him once or twice, and just see. He's a converted quarterback that is like, he's fun. I don't hate it, Ben. I don't hate it. Also came from Utah. He transferred, but he was a Ute.
It measures sub 200 and 4.5. Yeah, dude, that's the beauty.
Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about
it.
Listen, you know where to find me. I am very confident he's not sniffing 4 or 5.
We had Adam call the lad 40. I think he crushed the pick'ems too when they did the pick'ems for the NFL Combine.
I mean, he crushed everything with lad. How do you not crush everything with lad? Well, when you were like the ultimate lad touter, and was basically saying he's better than everyone is saying. So like, and then he was.
I don't know if you remember this, but one of our first streams on last year's big board, we went Worthy and Lad over Keon Coleman, and Keon Coleman was like ranked. He was like ADP like 117 at the time, and the other two were like 135 to 145, like Worthy and Lad. It was like the biggest brain double tap of receiver. I think we're on the 12 spot too. And we just literally the definition of go get your guys. I'll find the clip.
Ball knowers.
That was peak best ball knowing. Yeah, 100%.
That's great.
TB, let me see. TB Bucks. You had to be in the title of the video. We don't leave the boys out. Oh, that's a biggest board. 1 year ago. Oh, Jesus.
We
Dude, the
can do another-
thumbnail on this thing is crazy. Not that my thumbnails got that much better.
Oh
Oh,
no.
am I wearing
Oh,
a
no.
flannel? Did Neil copy my swag? Like, do we have to
Do we have to
look at this thumbnail? Look at this
The big brain.
special
the
guest.
big brain?
The yes.
The big
Ooh.
brain.
Now I gotta find the clip. Oh my.
Oh, that's great.
Oh my. That's too much. That's too much. Oh, I have to mute your voice.
I gotta go back and look at some of those. I've never gone back and looked at them.
Dude,
I'm
that
sure there's some
thumbnail's
just dumb stuff.
tough, bro. Dude, I think so. We drafted Daniel Jones. I think this was actually the decent year to draft him.
No, that's not a good start.
It was not. It was not.
Damn it.
Oh my God. So funny looking back. So funny. What do you think? Does San Fran bring back Jordan Mason, or do you think, like you said, they're just gonna?
I don't think so. I think they like Garendo enough, and then they'll just draft another person.
Mm-hmm.
They'll just reset that. But I truly don't. I don't follow the 49ers. It's just what I would do.
Yeah.
You got McCaffrey, you like Garendo. This is a great running back class. Why pay Jordan Mason anything when I can just draft someone in the 4th round and be Jordan Mason?
Right. All right. Well,
oh damn,
even
Steph's
better.
Dropping knowledge. 4.32 last year.
Yeah.
Tooting to the moon. Draft him now.
Do we need? Oh God, I don't know if we need another. Yeah, Tootin's gone anyways.
Oh, Tootin's gone.
We need a receiver. Who do you got for us? You got Calvin Austin for the correlation.
Ty Felton is one I like, but he's another rookie. But Calvin Austin's fun too. I do click Calvin Austin. I have not clicked Roman Wilson.
Let's go, Austin. I know, dude. The pain.
I haven't clicked him yet. I had so much Roman Wilson last year. I don't think I'm gonna click him this year. I'd have to hear something so good. So good.
Dude, this might be better than the clip I was trying to find of Worthy and Ladd over Keon Coleman. This is a biggest board draft review. This is 10 months ago. And we have
what did we do?
We went Chase, Rice, Godwin, Barkley, Henry. And McBride. This might be
crushed that draft.
Sharpest draft you've ever seen in your life. This might be the sharpest draft you've ever seen.
Big brain.
And I don't think this team. I was
going to say
week 17. This team made it
to
week
wheels
16.
Came off.
This team made it to week 16. I'm not going to show any more of the team because I don't need to. It only goes downhill. It only goes downhill.
But
that's
great.
What
a start.
Crazy.
Cooking.
Aaron Jones,
that's why
Tony
you follow
Pollard were fine. Cortland Sutton was a smash. Oh me. Oh my. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Great. Well, awesome. I didn't cover the teams in the other draft. I didn't do my job. I failed. I failed you guys. Let me know where you guys were drafting from if you were in this last one. I'll cover for. Oh God, we have to cover Frank's team though. We have to cover Frank's team
from the last one.
We'll go quick. 3-7-7-3, 3 QBs. It works with Burrow. Seems a little pricey, but it's fine. Whew. A lot of guys.
What a room.
A lot of guys. Strong at receiver. I can't get there.
Jamari Thrash. I haven't seen him. That's the first Jamari Thrash click I've seen.
That's a shout. Tight ends are fine.
And Tyler Goodson. Whoa, that had some names on it that I have not seen.
Yeah, that did. Getting different. This team looks pretty balanced. Shit ton of receivers. I don't think you need Ray right here.
If you're doing that many receivers and like safe guys, come on. I need at least one rookie. Ceiling. Throw one on there for me. Do it for me next time.
That's true.
Better. Look at that and be like, you know what? I probably don't need another vet that's not going to do anything. I'm gonna add some random. Doesn't even have to be one just find one with an ADP. Click it.
It's true. No, it's you want some of that ceiling, especially for the big board. End of season ceilings.
Like you have to have it, and I get it. If I'm only drafting like 5 teams, right, and I just don't want rookies, fine. Like I'm not gonna judge it, but if you're doing volume at all, like you have to do it. Like you're just not.
Mm-hmm. You gotta take your shots.
You're not gonna, if your team dies because if you're 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th rounder all bust, like you should still have a pretty good team if you drafted decent up top. Like,
oh, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah. So like I hear the zeros. I hear this guy's safer. We gotta live a little bit. We gotta.
There's Drew's advice of the day.
Live
a little bit.
Shoot for the moon. Shoot for it.
I like it. Or even if you do like those kind of like more on the dusty side vets that go in the 19th or 20th, maybe grab some rookies in the middle rounds. Trey Harris, shit like that. Yeah.
I'm not going to stop you from your Darius Slaytons and your Elijah Moores. That's what does it for you. That's
dude,
fine.
Elijah Moore does. I appreciate you shouting him. Yeah, no, it does.
I saw the Elijah Moore. I saw it. I like Elijah. I have more of him than Slayton, so I actually like the Elijah Moore pick. I do not have the bag you have, but I do like Elijah Moore.
Frank, King of Kings, Herbert, Dak, nice little pairing. Trevion Henderson, Stevenson, Neal, White, Ray Davis, RJ Harvey, and Antonio Gibson. This play for you?
I didn't hear.
Trevion Henderson, Stevenson, Neal, White, Ray Davis, Harvey, Gibson. Maybe I don't love pairing Gibson and Stevenson, but besides
are
that,
they both
I
back
like
with New England? Like for sure.
Yeah.
Me honestly asking, I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, unless
then I don't think I'd love pairing them, but
yeah, Lamb,
either.
JMO, Rice, Ricky Pearsall, Royals, AD, Angel, no.
That's my kind of receiver room. I dig it. You got your spikes, you got your safe, you got your rookies. Love it.
3 tight ends with McBride, Ferguson. I think it's fine. The 20-round draft. 18. You got to adjust, and this stops it too. But really nice.
I prefer 3 tight ends. Like on all of my teams, I would like 3. But if I have an elite tight end, and I look at one of my spots, and I'm like, we need another dart here. Like then I'll go 2 tight end. But I will go 3 tight end. Like I don't care who my 3 are. Like I truly don't. I could go Bowers, McBride. I'm probably throwing Arroyo on at the end or someone on.
If you go those 2, you have to stop it too. I mean, you grab the first 3 tight ends, you have to stop.
I'm probably because I'm talking myself into like players getting hurt and like what if they both go down for a month and like Arroyo can get me something around and then I can like I just prefer 3 tight ends in 20 rounds.
I agree with
if
that.
I can.
I agree with that.
If I look and I see, and I've never drafted Bowers and McBride, so like sure we could hypothetically say like, oh, would I do it? I don't know. I'm not.
But McBride and Andrews, you add on a last round tight end. The cost
exactly. I'm throwing another one on, and
it's a good class. Like it's a good class for tight end, and a lot of teams need tight end, so they're going to pull the draft capital as well.
We're just moonshotting in those last rounds. I'm not really roster constructing. Like, sure, like you want to get to your 3-7-7-3 or whatever the hell your goal is for that draft, but like I'm not really doing that. Those guys don't count the same as up here. Like
tight end also seems right now, and I don't know if this is just me that feels this way, but tight end feels a little more certain. In those last rounds, like I would want to be drafting tight end in round 19 and 20. I don't want to have to need a QB. I don't want to have to need a receiver in those rounds. Running back, I think there will be people that hit. Obviously there's gonna be a ton of misses. I think tight ends for me is a position of certainty. In those last 2 rounds.
There's someone you can click back there.
Sus Edwards out of the 6th spot, and this is not this most previous draft. This is our first one of the night. Stroud, Cam Ward, Darnold, Gibbs, Taylor, Breece Hall, and Chase Brown. Hyper fragile 4. I like this full round after
I love
ADP.
it. I love it. I can't wait to see the receivers, and I already
Addison,
like it.
Ridley,
Killed
Luther
it. Killed
Burden,
it.
Golden, Pittman is
Diggs.
wide receiver
Diggs.
5,
No,
Diggs,
not
Alec Pierce.
Diggs.
These last 3, I'm not a big Michael Wilson guy still. Jalen Tolbert, I think they add to this room. I get it. It's like, and I think it's fine.
I think
It's
Michael
kind of
Wilson has. I think he's a starter, no matter what.
sus survived though. I think he brought this back with the starting.
I hate the Diggs pick with a passion, especially on that team where you're like just wanting receivers. You're wanting warm bodies at receiver. I don't want Diggs coming off a blown knee. That's the only one I look at that I'm like, give me any other, but that part of the draft does suck.
But somehow, yeah, right. He needed to go receiver here, most likely. Somehow,
and he went Pittman over Diggs, so that's good. Like he did that. Who else is there that we could have taken though? Because I don't want Diggs on a team where I'm like building a body.
Maybe this is like a mid-season / end of season type play where Jalen Tolbert might have a small role if like there's rookies there that eventually take his spot, and he can kind of, these guys help.
Luther Burden goes to Dallas.
A lot of guys. I think it clears though for starting.
I think it clears. I think it's a good team. I wouldn't put Diggs on. I wouldn't put Diggs on any team. though. We said that earlier, but I wouldn't put Diggs on this team especially. I'd be looking for
Diggs at 115 or Trey Harris.
Trey Harris, and it's not even close.
Diggs or Christian Kirk.
I'd take Keon Coleman too, and Kirk. Yeah, see, I'd take all 3 of those, especially on this team. Kirk and Coleman are probably smarter than Harris, even though, like, as you guys hear, I'm a sucker for rookies, but they're probably a better pick in my opinion. Just they're going to be on the field.
I think I have a spicy one.
Catching balls.
I think I have a spicy one for you.
Okay.
Stephon Diggs or Keenan Allen?
I'd go Keenan Allen.
Oh,
man.
So you're gonna have zero. You're gonna have 0 Diggs then. I
don't like people coming off knees. Like for 1 year, I'm fine being wrong. Is what it boils down to. Get past the 1 year and like Hawkinson, let's go. I'm wheels up this season. Wasn't drafting him last season, but I'm ready. Like I like to just kind of put those guys on a no draft list outside of. I love it. Outside of Rashee Rice, because it's like, son of a bitch. I refuse to not have any Rice in this contest when the playoffs hit, because I know in my brain, like, he's out for the first 10 weeks. Okay. Yeah. Like, that's how I'm going into it. He ain't playing for 10 weeks. Like, I'm drafting him for a playoff push with Patrick Mahomes. I think the Mahomes factor is what's getting me, but
yeah,
but
that's fair.
He's the one knee guy that I'm like, fine, I'll draft a couple.
That's fair. All right, let's cover OTS. He was streaming at the same time as us tonight. Jay and Daniels and Joe Burrow going 2 early QBs. Let's see if he recovers. Derrick Henry, Caleb Johnson, Najee. Najee is the 3rd RB. He's very comfy.
Pacheco at 112.
Pacheco at 112. That's just like where we have him ranked. We have him ranked at 113. Jalen Wright, I like. Yeah, the RB room clears. QB's nice, obviously. Nico Collins, Marvin Harrison, Shakir, Kupp, Trey Harris, Quentin Johnson, Jack Beck, and Savion Williams and Trey Tucker. I think the receiver room clears. I'm just not big on, like, there might be some player takes that are different, but the draft capital seems correct. Like, I think you need 9 receivers here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Obviously,
needs some stuff so well, and then it gets
3 tight ends. 3 tight ends.
I like those tight ends. Sanders is a fun tight end click this year. I like him.
Yeah, dude, this team definitely clears. Definitely clears. I don't think it's the most correlated. It doesn't have any correlation, but maybe you luck into some of the rookie landing spots. Tight end. Couple rookie running
Caleb
backs.
Johnson's a fun one.
Yeah, especially in half-point
he's
PPR.
Big and fast. Like
especially in half-point PPR. Doc 79 drafting out of the 12 spot, 2-6-10-2. Jalen Hurts with a little bakey bake. Calm down, Drew. Calm down. Ashton Genty, Alvin Kamara, ETN. Again, this is super, super comfy as well. Like 3 RBs by this ETN Najee range is like my gold standard for drafting.
Yeah.
Rashad White, Trey Benson, Audric Estime, AJ Brown, Evans, Judy, Downs, Michael Pittman. Oh, we sniped him on A-Rich, I think. Oh, that's tough. Hollywood Brown, Jaden Higgins, Gabe Davis, Ja'Cory Brooks, and Darius Slayton. That's a shit ton of receivers. 10?
Yeah.
He saves a roster spot here.
That was this same draft. I feel like there's been a few.
Yeah, I'm definitely going 3 tight ends here and stopping at 9 receivers.
Yeah, like what? The Slayton slappies out there. What does he add to this team? Like, what are we hoping for here? Are we just do your studs? Are they just bad? Are they like none of the rookies hitting?
With Slayton, I don't even know if it's so much the player as it is the mystery box landing spot, right? I think that's actually the most.
Where's he going to go that you're going to be like stupidly happy?
There's
going to sign him to be
there's a couple places on short money. You're hoping Buffalo would be one, Chiefs would be one.
Oh yeah, we're just going to throw out the elite quarterback teams. Of course, you could say the same thing about the rookies.
Look at Darnell Mooney, free agent. He lands in Atlanta, which is a place I was like, right? But now he goes in the 90s and he went at 236. You know,
just can't get there with Slayton. Slayton's not. How old is
he's
Slayton?
He's not as young as Mooney was. The situation's different. I agree. The Mooney also had that 1,000-yard season, so there was a sign of life there previous.
Like I used to love Mooney, and I used to like Slayton. I've kind of changed my best ball, thesis over the years. And
20th round, it's not bad. It's not bad in 20th
See,
round.
and that's that's my pushback. In the 20th round, I think it's dumb to take him because like, what are we hoping for? In the 18th round, or in the 18 round drafts, I kind of get it a little more because it's harder to get your roster the way you want it. So sometimes you want to vet there at the end and we'll know where he is. But like, what's like a rookie could also go to Buffalo. Yeah. A rookie could go to Kansas City. A rookie could go to and
the ceiling's not crazy for him. I know what you're saying. Yeah. Like your ceiling.
But I think he's better post draft than he is pre draft, even though we have more rounds and there's more roster spots to screw around with. Once we know where he is, like even if he goes to the Chiefs or the Bills, where do you think he's going? You think he's going ahead of Keon Coleman, the first rounder?
No. He shouldn't. He should go at like 150s, 160, 140s, 150s. So that's where he would fly. With Hollywood gone.
For it is just going to be like, well, he's paired with Josh Allen. He's paired with how has that worked out for us with every receiver that we've tried to get paired with Josh Allen, with Patrick Mahomes? The way these quarterbacks play, unless you are an actual dude, okay, like an actual, like you are a dude out there, then they're going to get it to you. If you are not a dude, you're going to have a decent week here and there, but Mahomes ain't going out there and force feeding you 15 targets. Like Josh Allen ain't going out there and force feeding you. Like look what happened to Curtis Samuel and Amari Cooper and all these guys that and Khalil Shakir that did get targeted. Who cares if they go to these offenses if these offenses don't use guys like that? And Darius Slayton, I don't think is going to be the thing that changes the coach's mind. It's going to be like, you know what? We signed Darius Slayton. Let's go make him the receiver one. Okay. So
let's say he goes to the Titans on short money, right? They pull in a rookie QB. You're really for Slayton, 20th round. You get 2 spike weeks. You're probably pretty happy. Now his ceiling isn't crazy. If he gets a really good landing spot, maybe you get 3 or 4. But like that's like the ceiling on Slayton, where he doesn't have that. He doesn't have that Mooney type outcome possibility. No. And that's something that I think Elijah Moore has a better chance of a Mooney type outcome if he lands in the right spot, where I don't think Slayton has that. And that's why you see me with 40% Mooney and 7%
Slayton feels like an MVS click, right? Like you're clicking him not because you're ever expecting him to be anything great, but it's a
MVS crushed last year, bro.
Yeah, no, and that's what MVS is a good pick. MVS has always been a good best.
No, he hasn't.
Like,
no, he has.
Yes, he has.
Always been.
The thesis
with
is
Rodgers.
there for him.
With Rodgers, it was brutal. With
he
Mahomes,
hasn't always worked, but the click the click itself has been a good click. Like all it takes is one catch with him to hit your lineup, and that's kind of what you're going for with Slayton. Like
I love that. I love that MVS hit last year on the year that no one drafted him. That's my favorite.
The year that he's not paired with Patrick Mahomes, where everyone thought he'd be hitting deep balls left and right. No, he needed fucking Derek Carr and who the hell Spencer Rattler throwing in bombs and like, what are we doing? It doesn't make sense.
Benjamin wants to cover his team covered Bitcoin. Clean username belongs. This man belongs.
Clean username. How did you pull that?
Crazy. Kyler Murray, Brock Purdy, and Bryce Young. Nice little trio there.
Good room.
Bijan Robinson, K Walk. Oh, forgot to draft a running back, bro. Isaac Arendo, Tyler Algier, DJ Giddens, Marshall. It works, man. It works. You can tell a story. I just don't love this, right? You go Algier. How does Algier hit? Bijan goes down. Yeah. He could still provide a few spike weeks, but he's not going to give you any ceiling outcome without Bijan going down.
He goes late enough. I don't really mind it as much, but it's still a little thin.
With this room specifically,
yeah, it's a little
I don't
thin.
Like it. Devontae Adams, Devo, Myers, Mims, wide receiver 4, Keenan Allen, Am Thielen, Michael Wilson, Nick Westbrook, Akine, and Devon Vell with with your combo that you brought up.
Whoa, what the heck? That's crazy.
You have to stop it too there.
Yeah, that's smart. That receiver room is not one I would draft, but it is very safe, if you want to call them Thielen type guys, and then just boom guys. Give me Marvin Mims, give me Debo, so you got the safe and Adams, Jacoby, Keenan, Thielen, and then you went for Mims, Debo, Michael Wilson, Nick Westbrook, Akine.
I always say if you think you're weak in two positions at the end of the draft, you might have made a mistake somewhere. Turn. Right. And it's a little weak at RB, obviously. Not to say it can't work. And then it's a little, at least at the surface level, weak at receiver. And you're obviously very strong at tight end, but
if I have a weak running back room and it's getting late into the draft, I tell myself that this team's probably needs some help, right? So you could go the Tyler Algier route, you could go the Marshawn Lloyd route, or just start slamming rookies, man. And you just hope that one or two of them can pair with Bijan and Kenneth Walker, and you're good. Just slam them. I don't care to have Garendo. Algier I do like, but you do have Bijan, so it's when I feel like my running back room's rough, I don't like the Austin Eckler. I don't like that. No.
Yeah.
I'm taking some darts and it might be a
shoot for upside,
team, but we're going for it. We're going.
I'm taking you all the way down or all the way up.
Yeah, we are going for it. So
Sus.
That's what I do.
What's your guys' thoughts on double elite tight end? Kind of feels bad to relegate top 3 pick always. So I think in moderation, I'm never going the first 2 tight ends off the board just because the team ends up too weak at 2 positions. Now, some cases you can pull it off, but when they fall, but McBride and Kittle's probably the 2. Maybe I'll have 1 or 2 of those, or Bowers and Hawkinson, a couple like that. 2 this early is really punishing. It
is not plus EV though. I can tell you that. You are correct. It should feel kind of bad because it is kind of bad, but you're going for the tight end can hit your flex, and those guys are not your normal tight end hitting your flex, right? That's a true elite tight end hitting your flex. And it's you just saying, I'm going to crush this room at tight end. It is not going to be close.
Right.
And you hope for some big tight end scores in the playoffs, because if you do get a big Bowers or McBride spike, you're probably good in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think in the 20 round drafts, especially, it's so easy to catch up on tight end points, but just drafting 3, that it hurts double elite even more. But I like the Kittle shout specifically. When you go, let's say if you're going this 2 early tight ends, if you go Bowers Kittle, you go McBride Kittle, Kittle can spike over the receivers with a Kittle like game. So it does depend
I don't do it a lot,
who the tight end is and their ceiling, right? Yeah, Fannin and Bowers, 2 elite tight ends. Exactly, Ben.
What percentage of Ben's teams do you think have Fannin and Bowers?
It's probably 60. It's probably nearing 60. But if you guys enjoyed the stream, please go down, slap the like on the live stream, hit the subscribe button, and give Drew a follow on the Twitter machine, TBBucks02, right?
Yeah, I don't post much over there. Just come into the Discord and talk. You're welcome to follow me. I'll follow you back, but don't expect much.
Don't expect much. He and his let's say your skills in the pick'ems. If you guys are into plus EV betting, he's always in the pick'em channel dropping these bets. And great work there. Also, let's see if we can match last year's draft with this one, the first draft of the year. It's gonna be interesting to watch. But if you guys enjoyed, again, we'll catch you guys in the Discord. I'm probably gonna be drafting later tonight, so jump into the currently drafting session. Give me a shout, and I'll jump in some little boards with you guys. But Drew, do you have anything for the people before we head out?
Nope. I will also be in the Discord. Let's get some more drafts in. I gotta get one of my own drafts in. I didn't even draft it.
I know. I gotta put your name on that. You got half that team, bro.
We're good.
All right, boys.
Yeah, no, that was fun.
Hell yeah. No, thank you for joining me, Drew. And if you guys want, bestballoverlay.com. If you enjoyed the overlay, you will not regret it. And promo code Pounders, all caps, will give you 25% off. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good rest of your Friday night. Pounders.